All right, here we are. We are back and it's live. Awesome. Do 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 do. That's funny. That's funny you first. You're harvesting potatoes. I am selling wood chips, and I'm going to go over and get some dirt off the ground. Do 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 do. Did you mute me? That's awesome. Great stream over there. That's funny. Oh man, I had a blast over there tonight. Yep. Do not ever eat Club Crispers. They are horrible. Horrible. That's just my opinion. Look at all this money I'm making from wood chips. Oh, someone says wood chips isn't worth it. Who said that? Who said that? I make more money in wood chips than people do farming. Nice. All right. Sweetness. I wondered what it would do. There's Kobe. Welcome in, Kobe. We are on Yukon Valley, the big valley where the fields are big, the ground is harsh, and we are gonna mine today once I get these wood chips sold. Oh yeah, I've got you loaded up in the corner, so I can still see what you're doing. I got 3 screens loaded up. It's terrible. My little baby screen that I'm working on, so hopefully I can still see. And then I've got my chat loaded up, and I've got you loaded up down in the corner. So do. Look at us making some money. All right, so since there's 2 of you in here, you guys got to make a decision. I got $835,000, or well, keep going here. Do we want to buy this property here and get some grass in it, or do we want to buy 500 more cows? And go, because we have enough money to buy 500 more cows to get our life going. And as you can see, Big A, what I'm doing is I'm going to fill in all this water. This is going to be me. I'm going to fill it all in, and we're going to put probably grass here. Do. Making noise just to make noise. You can see how far I plowed off camera. That's crazy talk right there. Okay, will do. I'm going to buy 500 more cows, and we can watch this $800,000 disappear. Then I got to feed them, unfortunately. So we'll tab over to here, and here we go. Say goodbye to the money, everybody. We still have a $4,080,000 loan. But I want to see, once we get going here, I want to see how much we actually make from gold today. That's what I really want to see. What I really want. What I really want. Okay, there's 50. All right. Buy. And then, and then there's 100. Boom. 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 It's because I'm using a controller, and I have to use both the mouse and the controller. So bear with me while I get these cows situated. Pretty soon it might say we don't have enough money, but I'm hoping we do. If I figured it right. 350. Won't be able to give them straw just yet. Okay, we now have 1,000 cows on this map, and we have $35,000 left. Yes. So let's grab our trailer. Let's grab our total mix ration and get these guys fed so they can be full. Let's get this out of here. Unhook this. I now have 2 tractors, though. I had to buy a second one because the mine is so far away. Whoops. That's not where I wanted to go with that. But what we're going to do is we're going to sell that trailer. I don't need two. This one holds 150,000. Or holds 200,000, actually. So now we're going to struggle getting TMR because we're going to have to get our crops going because we have 1,000 cows now. Woohoo! 1,000 cows in less than a year. I love this little Omatana mod. I really do. We have 800. I can put 500,000 in there. We can get them going here. So while we're doing that, what we did is we purchased this. The only reason I did that is because it just opens in the back and doesn't tip. But it only holds 70,000. So what we're going to do is get rid of that, I think. And it's under farming. It's right here. That'll give us 77,000. And unless you guys can see how dark it gets on this map. Right here. This is the last day, the last month that we can play till 6 o'clock. When we hit September, we can only play till 4 because it will get dark. Look how many lights I have. I mean, you want to talk about overkill. Absolutely crazy. Crazy talk. And we'll see how much straw that we can we have to put in there so that we can start making manure. We have 89,000 liters of straw, which that'll get them something to be started. Yep, this is that mod I did, Big A. This is the mod. See the graphics I put on it? I don't know how well you can see it. It's taking the liquid poo and it's distributing it down. I tried to get it to where it went behind it, but I couldn't quite do it. So I got it to where it went in front, but it doesn't collect. And I purposely made this mod for if I ever wanted to release it to where it was a lower end PCs so that it doesn't fill with straw. As much as I wanted it to, so you can come in here with a bucket and stuff, when you get a big pile, like for example, when you get a big pile of manure like this one over here that starts, it starts to affect your graphics. So, yeah, my spelling's worse than yours, so we're even. I get typing fast. My big fat fingers miss half everything. All right, so let's take this 200,000, put it into the other cow pen, and then we'll grab our straw so they can start making some manure. Some poo, and then we're going to have lots of poo coming out. Then I guarantee you what we're going to do is because this one here makes 125,000, this one here will make another 125,000 of slurry. So we're going to be making 250,000 liters of straw a day, and I'll show you guys real quick as this comes up on the screen. Look at in one full day from yesterday till today at noon 11:20. I've used 10,000 liters of straw. So we're going to be making 125,000 liters a day. So what we're going to do is take and fill their straw, and then the rest goes into the thing to make TMR. So that's where we're at. And now we have 1,000 cows. You believe that? Now we're going to be making $150,000 a day in milk, or 150,000 liters, which is about $150,000 because it runs about 900. There we go. We'll get one more load. We'll get 1.5 more loads. And then we're going to have to start putting... But look at that. We are actually... And we just started in March. So March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months, we got 1,000 cows. That's how much money you make on this map. So another 6 months, we'll have 2,000 cows. And then we'll be set. We won't even have to turn straw on the fields anymore, which will be kind of great. Did you get your potato field done yet? Hurry up and finish that potato field, Big A. Hurry up. Crash counter. This is probably one of the best mods ever made. It is so tiny and so small, and you can do so many things with it. And it has an add-on to it. This is the Omatana mod. I got this from Big A. It's on the in-game mod hub, but I knew nothing about it until I watched one of his videos, and I'm like, hey, what mod is that? And he went over this whole tutorial on it, and I thought, that was awesome. But we have 2 challengers now. Unfortunately, I wanted to go 1 tractor, but with our mine way down here on a 16x map, we would have to drive from there to there to there with one tractor. So we're going to have to get to the point where we're going to try to get quite a bit of money today from gold, because this is the field that I had originally the gold mine in, and it has a water plane underneath it, because this gray area is all water. So when he built the map, he just kept the water plane here. I guarantee when you get over to here, it won't have that problem. But as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm going to fill all of this in with dirt, and we're going to terraform it. We're going to say that the ground, like a flood happened or something, and it silted in, so that all around here is going to be grass. We're going to plant grass. And then this big field 45 here, that when I get the trees done, you can see what I have plowed in. I'm going to plow this all in, and this will be a crop field. So crop, and then crop field, and then right here will be our grass around, and then we'll make this small field grass as well, and that should be plenty, because right now I got almost 1 million liters off half of this that I mowed. So you get quite a bit. Here we go. And then she'll be fed. And so all I really put in there is hay and straw, and I get TMR. It's really, really cool. I mean, I absolutely love that mod. I don't use it enough because a lot of times I don't use factories, but I do love it. And I am going to make a series once where I use nothing but factories. The one series that I won't do a survival series again. There's too many people doing it, and a good friend of the channel's is going to be starting another Survivor series, and we just don't need another one. I'm going to let him have his time in the sun, shall we say. Well, this will be 400,000. So we're literally going to make 250,000 liters of slurry every day, because that makes 125. This will make 125, and that's 250,000 liters of straw every single day in game, or month, shall we say. And then we're going to have that. That'll supply the straw for both of them, and probably some more TMR. So now we only need 100,000, and she'll be full because it only holds 500,000. Now the 500,000 lasts them 4 months, because they go through 200,000 a day. So it's 200,000 and 200. So about $500,000, about $400,000 or 400,000 liters will get you a full month on that, which with 500,000 you got enough for 2.5 months. I'm sorry. So, and I think when we're done, we're gonna have roughly 200,000 left. So it'll be we'll just have to keep. Well, the hay's making more. You see, I still have 664,000 liters of grass in there that's making hay, and then we'll drum. Trust me. We'll be able to make lots and lots of straw. And then when it's all done, it'll be 1 million liters a day of slurry. Yep. Oh, I can stop that. 120, 250, 250. Nope. 500,000 liters. I'm sorry. I will get my numbers correct. These guys will be full now. And I'll grab that 89,000 liters of straw, put it in here, and then, this should take there should be about 4,000, 5,000 left maybe. Nope, more than that. And what's nice about Omatana mods is I can dump this right back in there. It's kind of like having a silo right on the farm. And the mod that I make that converts slurry into straw, I think I made it to where it holds 10 million liters. Here we go. And that's done. And then we're going to spin right around. You guys haven't seen this work on live, have you? Just my recordings, right? I'll show you. I did make the animation on it. And this holds 30, I think it holds 10 million liters of straw, but it holds like 35 or 40 million liters of slurry. That's why when you dump it in there, you can't even see it, because it takes so much. But I went ahead and did this because this way is the easiest way to get stuff out. You just drive a wagon under or a bucket. See? And it has animation. Just taking the straw and putting it up in there. Nice. I got to give this. This mod is going to go to 2 people. The 2 people that I trust. This mod is going to go to Big A and it's going to go to Old Cranky. So when he watches this video tomorrow, because for him it's late in the morning when I'm streaming, so he'll watch this tomorrow. I got to send this mod out to them. I'm also going to spend some time with Big A next week teaching him how to mod, teaching him how to change XMLs and do some mods himself, and that way he can have freedom to do the mods the way he wants. But yep, that's the most amount of animation that you're going to get. If you can see right on there, it just scoots right up in there. And it doesn't fill in here on purpose. So you want to make sure that you are on as flat ground as you can. Otherwise, it will terraform like crazy, which is normal. You guys are used to that by now anyways. Because if you look under here, you can see a little bit. So this ground wasn't all the way flat. And as you can see, what it does is when it's out of the stuff that it takes, it'll say missing stuff. So it's all done. And then we can... I made it look aged because that way... And I made the footprint pretty small. So that way, if you guys wanted to use it on your older farms, it's not going to take up a gazillion miles of space. And then I just made this trigger absolutely huge to fit the slurry here. So it's a pretty simple mod, pretty easy mod. And I think, Big A, I'm getting some lag because of this water. That's what I'm really thinking. Because every time I turn towards it, I get a little bit of a lag. But then again, it is a 16x map, and I do have a ton of mods. Sorry. That won't be happening in my stream, that's for sure, because we'll be taking care of that. All right, so now they're going to start making some poo, and all 4 of these pens will dump right into that middle poo there. A middle poo pile. All right, here we go. Tomorrow I'll have like 70,000 left, so I'll be able to dump there. There we go. Actually, oh, you know what? It's not full because it holds 500,000. It hit up against the roof. The roof is on fire. There she goes. Why are you being so dumb? Just take it. Let me go in here deeper. See. You'll take it. There you go. Take it all. So now we've got, if you look at it, we've got, why did I only put 468,000 in there? It should have been full. Maybe I needed more than that, but that'll be all right for today. We'll be fine with that. That'll be all right. They won't starve. That's for sure. And then we're going to get to the point, what we've decided to do is, I also have to buy another slurry, or another fertilized spreader, because I sold it, because I was using Precision, and I took it out. So now I actually need another fertilizer spreader, which is probably going to be close to 100 grand, but we won't need that. Boom. Let's get that all in there. Let's get that all in there nice and straight. It's like Helen Keller drove it in here. There, good enough. All right, so you guys ready to go load some stuff up? Ready to go load some pay dirt up? Yep, and then we'll check this real quick and see. This will start. I make about 120 to 130,000 liters a day just with one cow pen. Now it'll be a lot. A lot. I've already got 20,000 liters here. There you go. There's a good screenshot. And I put these, when I edited these, I only put like 30 cows to show. And I did that on purpose because what you're going to do is when you do any kind of animated animals in your pens, if you show, like, I could put up to 500 if I wanted to show 500. First of all, they would never fit. but then you're going to get all kinds of lag. So I put it at like 30, and I put all the pens to be like, they hold 500, but they only show on the screen like 30. And I did that for people that, if I ever release this mod, that want. But I may not, because this is not my mod. I got that off the in-game mod hub. That's mine. That's Omatana's. We're doing well. We're doing well. Let's get over to here. I'm using this forklift. Thank you, Big A, for giving me a tutorial on this on your series. This is the Ford Golden Fork modded transmission, whatever. It's basically just a reverse tractor. And I didn't know that the original, like when you buy it, you get two different choices. You get the original and then you get the golden. If you pick the original, it only goes 5 miles an hour. You pick the golden, it goes at least 9. But we're going to use that to get our pay dirt, or our concentrate. It's going to come right here. And you can see over in the distance. I'll show you guys in a minute. Right now, we have 11,000 concentrate in there, and we have 44,000 tailings. Now, this part right here, you can park a truck here, but it won't collect on this version. I wanted to kind of let you know that, Big A. In version 4 and version 3, you could put the truck under here and it would just fill it. Now it fills on the ground. So you can still come under here with a truck. You just hit R to fill it, and it'll just take it right off the ground for you. And then we take our concentrate from here. It'll come in pallets. We take it right straight here, and we're going to put it. This is going to take our concentrate and make gold flakes with it. It's going to come out with pallets that look like this. 100% Yukon gold, and it's going to be gold flakes. They are going to produce themselves right out here. And then we take those pallets and we put them into here, and we make gold bars. Right into here, we drop them off. It's going to make pallets of gold bars. And we take our forklift and we go straight ahead or right over here to our sell point. So everything is centrally located. Now, what you can do is on this map, unlike the other map, is you can set it up where it takes diesel or it takes electric. And what I did is I used the electric that I made from the Omatana mod, because in the Omatana mod on Yukon Valley, it sets it up to where it can make electric as well. I took the electric, I distributed it over here, so now we have 499,852 liters of diesel, and we also have that in here. So now, if you use the Omatana mod on another map, it won't do that. That's strictly for Yukon Valley. So that's pretty cool. And over here, we also have 999,000. That's how much TMR I've made. So I've made a lot. And off camera, I was doing a lot of hossing too. I was also distributing, and I was hossing because I was making so much electric. It was ridiculous. But what the maker of this map did is he set it up to where you can have diesel or it can run on electric charge. So if you wanted to do, like, I know Big A likes to do the BGA, and you get electric charge, you can send it over to this gold mine, and there you go. You got basically free running. It's pretty cool. So on that note, let's load up some pay dirt that I've been digging. And what I've been working on is I have been taking this hill. We own, let me show you guys. We own all the way down here. There we go. We own this whole section. So we own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big egg fields. Big egg fields, I call them. They look like giant eggs to me. And what they are is they're connected with right in the middle here with berms. So we're going to get over here, and I'm going to show you. This berm connects to the next one, and so on and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to make one giant pit. Let's see if we can get over here without having it. And we're leveling this out right here, and we're going to end up in this pit. We're going to take this whole berm straight out and make this a giant pit. Then what we're going to do is, that'll be 2 pits. Then we'll make the other 2 pits. It's easier to show you this way than it is to do anything else. So, as you can see, there's a massive berm in here, but it makes it level. You can see where I've been digging it, and I've been leveling it out. I'm going to take this whole thing out here, make this giant one here, pay dirt. Then we're going to come down here and level this out and make these 2 pits together dirt. And then on our farm, well, our mining thing, right in this big pad section right here, we're going to put a dirt processing plant that we can take the dirt and make iron ore and steel and all those things. So we're going to let the gold mine fund all that. But before we do any of that, we got to pay off lots of loan. I am using an unrealistic auger wagon that I have edited myself. Whoops. There we go. And this auger wagon, so I don't have to have a ramp, even though I have it in the game. This has been edited by me to hold all the different kinds of construction material on the map. So now I can just drag it up there and dump it in with the auger. I'll show you guys how that works. I have also edited this cat to hold 50,000 liters. So without further ado, let's get some stuff loaded. Let's go. This holds 50,000 liters, so this also accepts Terraform. There we go. I think we'll start digging out this way. I'll have to volume up because I'm hoping Russell comes in. He likes it louder. There we go. Holds pay dirt. Holds pay dirt. She holds it. Somebody did something right. The thing is, though, is I never tested to see if it would dump it. So we'll find out real quick and in a hurry. There's a lot of thousands of liters here, just so you guys know. Each one of those buckets of the excavator holds 23,000, and I spent like an hour and a half just digging and dumping and digging and dumping. There you go. There's 100,000 liters already. That's crazy talk, isn't it? But at 3x speed, this absolutely makes it. This gold will make it super fast. But I would suggest, for those of you guys who like this map, just be careful because it is 16x and it will tax your computer really bad, especially when you get a bunch of equipment and you get a bunch of factories running and all that stuff. So I don't remember if I put it at 150 or 200,000. We'll find out real quick. Now, I think what I'm going to do, though, to make this a little bit easier, oh, it goes through it. Huh. Just noticed that. Clips through it. I think it's full. I think I'm going to set up a conveyor belt. That way we don't have to work it. So we'll leave that running. We'll jump into this and we'll go dump some ore. Yep, she's full. This is great. Now, on version 4, this is all a pit that you got to dig out. But I like the way he did it here, so you can actually make the mine any size you want. And if you want, you can put fields in here. You can do all different kinds of things. So, see how it's running my pay dirt now? That's awesome. I also have extended pallets turned on. There she goes. And it does work. Oh, it's like somebody did a mod correctly. That's a scary thought. She takes the pay dirt and she unloads it. Woohoo! Now this holds, and I'll show you, this goes super fast. Okay, as you can see, it's already done with the pay dirt. We were at 11,000, we're at 14,000 now. So it goes that fast. So you can hold probably 1 million liters in here and dump it at a time, which we may switch to. Put a ramp here, which I have in game, and I might just load a truck up with a 1 million liters at a time and let it run through. Because as you can see, and then what I'll show you, Big A, is how this works. You can drive right under here hopefully with my trailer, and I can hit this and it will fill it up with the tailings. So somebody edited this mod correctly to load all this stuff in here. Yay! So now she's empty, and then I can go right over here. Now when I get the steel factory set up, this will take, the tailings will work in the steel factory to help make steel. But right now we're just going to sell it. This won't make us a lot. This pays a lot like slurry. Does this not take tailings? You know what? It might not. So, we might have to go to here. Or here. Sorry, everybody. And we're going to go to RGC mods. No. We don't want to sell that. We don't want to sell that. We want to get off that. Okay, so we're going to go sell points. Doesn't this sell the tailings? It takes forever for that to go, doesn't it? I know this does. But I don't think it sells it. I don't think you... Maybe. Really? Oh, it's 100,000. Woohoo. Because that's not going to work there. I know it sells gold. I know this sells gold, but... Let's see. Let's see. You know what? You're right. I think we've always just... I think when I was on this before, we had the debris crusher that sold it. So we're gonna have to take out a loan to buy it. Ooh, I hate doing that. Hate doing that because I gotta get this out of here. Well, then again, I could do this. If everybody watches and turns their heads, I could go to here and I could go... Look at all the things I put in here to fit. Lavender. In case I played on a map with lavender. Rye dirt. There. That fixed that problem. Until we get enough money. I don't want to get any more loan. We've already got $100 million loan. But that's how you get tailings out. And thank you very much for that. And I hope I have enough for my, what do you call that there? My thingy. Conveyor belt. I don't think I have the mod in here that takes the thing. That picks up right from the ground. So we're going to need 2 conveyor belts, I think. Oh, up here. Let's see. Is it farming? Nice. Yep, 45 and 5. So we got enough. We're going to get this. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. You almost caught me on that one. If I wouldn't have caught that, it would have spawned over at the other farm. We'll just leave it red because we don't care. And then we'll leave this. And then we'll jump in this. Oh, I forgot this is backwards. This will be faster than if we use that bucket loader. I want to get some gold. Gold in them there hills. I think you have to unfold it. And then you have to... do you have to turn it on? Yeah, you have to turn it on. There we go. And then... Man, it's been forever since I've used one of these. I usually use the other one that picks up right from the ground. Then we can just dump in a pile and keep going. $96 bales on that one contract. Did you get to keep a lot of them? go. And, oh, let me shut this down. I don't need that pipe open either. When we make enough money, I'll buy the thing that sells the tailings. There we go. Now she can just take her time. And what I can do now is take this thing and keep loading it. That thing takes it from quite a ways away, doesn't it? Quiet, you. And we'll go and jump in this, and there we go. That's a lot easier. We'll get rid of that pile very quickly here. Hopefully we get a pallet of concentrate going soon here. Nice. I made it not unload mock Jesus, but I made it unload pretty decent. I don't know what size pallet that's going to be, but there's 16,000 in there already. I don't know what size pallet, but if it's going to be 20,000, that's pretty dope. We don't want that in there. Nice. It's almost full already. The thing fills super fast. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. We are mining now. There we go. We're putting our 450,000 liters in here already. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. We'll do this until we get our first pallet. I don't know what the pallet's going to spawn at, but it's already 16,000 liters. Oops. Excuse me, sir. I want to put that in there. Did I put that on spawn or store? Concentrate. Wait a minute. Where's my thingy? Where's my... How come it's not show? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we want this one. You know what? I'm going to see if it spawned a pallet yet. If it doesn't, I'll distribute it. And we'll be done with it. We won't have to pick up pallets. But we'll see. We'll go get one more load. That's a huge pallet of 20,000 concentrate. Right? 20,035, right? And it's on storing. We don't want to sell it. Yeah, because if you sell it, we found out the hard way that if you sell stuff through that thing, you lose quite a bit of money. Do one more load. I mean, I can't imagine the pallets being... If they're 25,000 liters a piece, or 30,000... I mean, it's already 30,000. That's crazy. All right, let's see if we can get ourselves another piece of equipment here. See how far that goes back. Oh, it might take it from all the way back. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. But what I want to see, though, is see if they edited it, because I didn't do these ones. Because if that doesn't spawn pallets, we'll have to put that on distribute. Distribute, or whatever it's called. It might take it. We might be just digging it. That's crazy how far that's taken it. But this is all new as far as version 5 goes, so I don't know. The other one was just spawned pallets. 600,000 liters that I dug out of that little hole. Because it was spawning them at 1,000. $22,000. This wouldn't be in the way, I don't think. I don't know. That's a pretty dope sized pallet, though. It's not gonna. You're not gonna need many pallets. I think that's what they planned on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep going for a few minutes and see how far we can. It'll go before it spawns a pallet, and if it doesn't, we'll just distribute it over to the other factory and see. Because I know he tested the living crap out of this map, so I know. And this mine was here. I didn't build it. Look how far that's away already, and still. It might have the extended version on this. In fact, I want to see something. I want to get in to this. And see something. I want to see something, Vern. Because if they edited that to where it picks up everything, it'd be cool. Which they did not. The other one they did. That's okay. It's okay, Vern. Who's Vern? My granddaughter says that all the time. Who's Vern? till it gets back farther, and then we'll straighten her out. It's all right. I might download those ones that unload everywhere. There we go. Still loads up fast, though. Might not need this thing anymore either. Look at it. It's grabbing it from all the way over there, so... Here, I'm just... Nice, there we go. All right, let's run some loads now. Let's do it. Let's run some loads. I don't know how many people we got watching, but if anybody's watching and wants to go check out Big A over on Twitch, Big A Farming Freak, you just look him up and you join his channel, and he's right there. For anybody who's lurking and not wanting to come in and chit-chat, that's okay. Perfectly fine. You guys are still welcome to watch. Hope you guys got a lot going on today. I'm going to mine my little hiney off here anyways. I'm just anxious to find out when this gives me a pallet. Oh, you're ending your stream now? Okay. I should have you in here helping me load this. But I got too many mods. It would take us forever to reload back up again, but yeah, I decided to do an auger wagon so I didn't have to do the whole ramp thing, but I might just do the ramp so we get a truck, get a 1 million liter truck and be done with it. So let him go a little bit, and once he starts cleaning that out, this thing loads, I'm not gonna lie, it loads pretty quick. And we've taken 600,000 up there, and now this makes 750,000 liters, almost 1 million. The next load will make it 1 million liters that we've pulled out. And I just dug out of that. I mean, literally 1 million liters just from here to here. 1 million liters. Isn't that insane? Wait till we start digging the actual mine. It's going to be great. All right. Now, I think it only distributes every hour, though, so that's why I don't want to do it. I don't have to. But I did not test these mods up here yet. I mean, obviously it's making it, but it's... Let's see. You can see the tailings at 55,000 is barely a quarter. Yeah. $29,000 and still no pallet. Wonder if I should move this. This thing sounds so dope. This thing sounds awesome. Also, this thing has huge pallet forks on it. So we're gonna see how that works. I'm gonna have to get some money coming in here soon. I don't know what's going on with that, why it's not spawning a pallet. I do have the extended pallets in here, but it usually doesn't. I think with us, when we were playing on this, it went to like 7,000 a pallet, not 30,000. So it might not produce a pallet. I don't know. This will make 1 million liters right here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. I put 1 million liters in there. You don't even have one pallet yet? Woohoo. I'll have to... he's got videos on. I'll have to watch it because I'll have to figure out what's going on with it because it's using fuel. It's making it because it's storing it, but it's not creating a pallet. There we go. Well, no, it was 750, 850, 900,000. Sorry. Not 1 million. But still, put 900,000 pay dirt in there. Making myself a nice little racetrack here. Yeah, guys, come on in. Say hi. Just let me know who you are. Let me know you're watching. Let me know if you know anything about this, why it's not creating a pallet at 30,000 liters. Should spawn right here. That's where they used to spawn. This isn't a mod that you have to, like, spawn it, is it? I don't think so. It's 32,000 liters. That's crazy. All right, Big A, how far do you think I should go before I put it on distribute? Should I keep going a few more minutes and see what... I mean, if it spawns 50,000 liter pallets, that's crazy. I don't know that much about mining in real life, but I don't know. But that seems like a lot for a pallet. You know what I mean? I remember when you had to come through. This was in version 4. This was so rough, you couldn't even drive on it. Hang on a second. Let me get him loading, and then I'll go back up. You mean go back into the factory menu? Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second, Vern. For those of you who are asking who Vern is, back when I was back in the early to mid 70s, there was a guy. His name was Vern. Vern goes to whatever, goes here, goes there, and I don't even need to drive up there. I could go right here. See, I've got pay dirt on, and it's doing concentrate, but it's storing it, and the only other way to do it is selling and distributing. Storing is just normal. These I can sell. The tailings I can sell. I forgot I could do that. It's using the diesel, and it's storing the concentrate. Right? I just don't understand why it's not making a pallet with 32,000. And even when I... Whoops, let me go back in there, sorry. Even when I had the added pallet capacity, when we were on this map before, it was making pallets of 7,000. So I'm wondering if that mod is conflicting with this. See what I mean? Because that mod may be conflicting in version 5. The extended pallet. But I like it for my other maps because I don't want to grab pallets of 1,000 if I can grab them at 5,000 or 7,000. But we'll go this. We'll go this one here. And this will be 1 million liters, or pretty close to 1 million liters. Let's just get this out of here. If it doesn't spawn here, we'll put it on distribute, and it'll send it over. And I hope it makes pallets, because I bought this gorgeous forklift. I want to use it. I mean, 1 million liters of pay dirt, and I don't even have one pallet yet. Hope it's not broken, because that would be terrible. 33,000. All right, so we're going to go like this. We're going to distribute it, and then we'll see. It should come over to here at the end of the hour. We hope. We're going to cross our fingers, because if not, we may not be doing gold on this map. Yeah. It gives me just to build it, distribute, storing, selling. That's it. Now, what I will do, though, is double check anywhere here, like on maybe on this thing, to see if it gives me an option. Right? Tag, activate. Right? Nope, same thing. Because that's a lot of concentrate. And there's no pallets here. So this machine might not be working properly for the map. What's up, Tim? We're trying to figure out. Have you played the newest version of this yet, Tim? Because I'm trying to figure out why it won't spawn me pallets. Now, when we were on this map before, I had the extended pallet capacity, and it was spawning pallets for us both right here at I think it was 7,000 instead of 1,000. So we may have to. You know what I may have to do is next week, I may have to take it off of. Yeah, you would think, right? It would auto spawn right here. I may have to take that mod out of this game, because it may be conflicting with something. But I've got it on distribute right now, and I've got the tailings on sell. Okay, you've never... Oh. And you got to turn away, because I'm not using a realistic wagon. I'm using an auger wagon that I edited to hold the pay dirt. Right now, we're just going to clean this pile up, and then we're going to start loading it right into here. And it's not this wagon either, because of the simple fact that it's going in and it's using it. So when that hits up to 2 o'clock, we will then see. I've put 1 million liters in there. And you would think that I'd have at least one pallet by now, right? You would think. Just get a little bit more. Can we take it a little bit more? It's going to take it from the back, isn't it? So we will go and move this one up. There. Let's see if we can get this a little bit straighter. There. Just to take from that pile so I can get it straight. Then we'll start dumping some stuff right on the ground there and having it. There we go. I don't know. It's just weird how it's not giving me a pallet, but we'll find out in about 7 minutes here if it distributes it. I also have to buy a point for my fuel and stuff over here. For my tractor. Oh, let's see. I can't believe how much dirt I loaded up in there. That's crazy. This is 1,150,000. And I've just taken my pile that I made. Told you I had a big pile. All right, yeah, this isn't very realistic, but we'll get some more realistic equipment. I have a whole bunch of mining stuff downloaded. Once we start making money, I really want... By now, I should have been making some gold. Or at least gold flakes, anyways. Teach me to test, won't it? What's up, Bastion? Welcome in, welcome in. We are on Yukon Valley. We're doing some... basically testing at this point, trying to figure out why it won't produce a pallet for me. See what I mean, Big A? 36,000. It's taking the fuel. It's making tailings. It's making the concentrate. It's just not spawning the pallet. Now, to me, that's either a conflict with a mod, or it's something wrong with this mod. And I think it might be a conflict with the mod. Because by rights, if I took it out, it should have 35 pallets here already. By rights. We're going to see. Okay, let's see what happens when this comes over here. 1 minute. This should it should spawn right every hour, right? It should bring it right over here. Yes. Okay. There's it. There it is. So now I have to activate this. So it does spawn. And there you go. So we'll just spawn it for now until I figure out what's going on. Okay? Now I hope this makes pallets. After 1,000, it should make a pallet. Well, in theory. But I have a feeling it might be that extended pallets mod. It's making it fast at 3x speed. Think about it. It's making pallets of these gold flakes. I could sell them for 5,000, or I can send them over and let them make gold bars, which I'll show you guys where we are here. Okay. You see how much stuff is on this map. Look at this. Alfalfa, dry clover, all this stuff. There's factories for all of this stuff on here. Okay, here we go. So the tailings, no sell point. Oh, I see. That doesn't take tailings over there. So that's right. That's right. What's dirt sand sell for? Nothing. Okay. Gold flakes will sell for 3,900. But gold bars sell for 9,000. So that's why we're going to do gold bars. Still no pallet. But we're going to run through that. And if it doesn't, then we'll distribute it. And then I'll have to go off camera and figure out what we're going to do. But at least now that should have sold the tailings. Right? It should have sold these, which I think it did. Well, at least we know now we have 32,000 in there. I want to make sure that's on storing. It is. Okay, 3,000. We'll see. I remember it being like 7,000 or 8,000 before. And I'm not, like I said, I'm just shooting, spitballing ideas too. But usually when a pallet doesn't spawn, it's not that factory, because I've seen videos of people using this factory. It's usually a mod conflict for me. Get rid of this pile, and then we'll go and dig some more. Some more. This whole episode's going to be nothing but mining. I wanted to see how much money we could make. To be honest with you guys, I wanted to see. How much we could make, because we used to make big bucks. There we go. Now it'll take it. Get rid of that, and then we'll come and we'll clean this up with this. So I know that Tim's big into construction equipment. 50,000 would be how many yards of dirt? That I don't know that much about. But that's the nice thing about playing this map, is I get lots of time off camera. Still no pallet that I see there. We might not be using our forklift, because that's going to make me mad if I have to sell it, like distribute it into selling it. Let's see if that resets it now. Yeah, because it's making it. Yeah, 8,000 gold flakes. Is it gonna... Is it... It used to spawn right here. Does it spawn anywhere else? Hello? 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 I'd be mad if it spawned in a completely different spot. Imagine if it spawned like at the store or something. Yeah, and I don't see any... That's cool. Yeah, there's no other pallet spawn point. Am I going to have to put this one on distribute too? Because there's no way. We're going to let that go for a second. There's no way a pallet won't spawn with 10K. All right, so we're going to have to... You know what? We're not going to make hardly any money. So, because you do lose a lot of money, even at 9,000 a pallet. I hope he didn't set it up this way. Right? There's no... Look, distributing, storing, and selling. Okay, so that's a lot of tons that little bucket holds. 50,000 liters is a lot of tons. Well, we've got them all. Well, this one I got to sell and put on selling, but what's it make? It takes 300 to make 2 nights. So you almost make an even amount. Yeah. That should be 369. That should be 9 pallets. But if it goes by, hey, if he set it up where you don't need pallets anymore and it just kind of sells it, I don't need that sell point over there. I don't need a lot of things. I can get rid of it. We can find out how much we make. Maybe. I don't know. Big A, do me a favor. Pull up YouTube and go to Yukon Valley version 5. And the maker of the map has done like a whole bunch of videos on it, and see if you can find a spot about this factory. And see if he may have set it up very easily to literally just take the distribute. I don't know, but I'm leaning towards it's that pallet. That's what I'm leaning towards. That's gonna take most of that pile there. We'll get rid of that pile, then we'll start digging some more. Some more. But I'm sure that now it'll sell. I know it will. Because it'll distribute over, and then by 4 o'clock we'll have our first gold sales, and we'll have to figure out how much it sells for. Because if it's selling for 9,000 liters, you do lose a certain amount, right? For those of you who are avid factory users, if you put it on sell, I think you lose a certain percentage, correct? Unless, like, they want you to sell the pallets themselves, right? So... This will be 1.2 million liters. I also got to get a tractor a trailer that holds like 1 million liters. So we can just dump and then come up here and dump it in here. This thing holds a lot. But we're doing okay though. We're still getting, we've got over 1 million liters out. Yeah. So that should take... This should be active now. It should take this at 3 o'clock and take that 16,000 out of here and put it over there. But then you almost make 16,000. I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, it's going to be fun. Yeah, let me know, Big A, if you can figure something out on that, because he may have very well set it up. May have very well done it. We don't know. I also want to get a semi-truck. and a trailer that holds like 1 million liters. Because remember, we're going to be digging all of this out, making a huge mine here. Because we have to make $1 billion. So I guess what I'm going to have to do, though, is I also want to get the conveyor belts that actually hold, that pick up with just this one. That should take the rest, pretty close to the rest of that pile. Where am I? I get dizzy myself. That's a lot of weight. Okay, 1,000 tons is 28,000. Phew. Let's go higher. Okay. Then we can start digging. I just wanted that big pile gone. Then I could pull the truck right up there, the trailer right up, and load it right into it. There. So we're gonna have to go back up there at like 3 o'clock to see how much it should send over, like whatever. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need a bigger trailer. We're gonna need a bigger everything. All right, so I literally had 1.2 and 150 is 1.350. What we had 1,350,000 liters on the ground. No, I don't know how realistic that is. I'm not a miner. All I can tell you is doing the best I can as far as learning. I do know they dig the they dig it out and they pile it, I do believe. But once again, don't quote me on that because I'm definitely not a miner. All right, so now we will get these out of the way, and we're going to load right up into this thing. And I think I'm going to do it. I have it 2 different ways. That takes terraform. That takes terraform. Let's get in here. Get them out of the way. Keep going. We want to, right now, what we're working on, like I said earlier, is we're just leveling this out. We're not making the mine yet or anything. We haven't built any of it yet. Okay, we'll get this out of here. I also want that other conveyor belt because it goes 20 miles an hour. Instead of this thing. But this is why they say, everybody, please, test, test, test. For those of you who are content creators, because this happens. This happens. Okay. Oh. I want to fix that real quick. Otherwise, I'll be falling in it. There we go. That should pop my tires right out of it. There. All right, so let's hit in here. That's not the right one. Let's go in here. Okay, now. Go in here. We got to turn this to pay dirt, otherwise it'll take stone. Now, digging this would normally, I would assume, just give you dirt. But we're going to do this. Turn that on, and let's go. Oh, yeah. Watch this. We're using some big equipment, Batman. Okay. I got to get back into the swing of this. It's been forever since I've mined. Here. Huh. Through the ground. See that, everybody? And if we wanted to, we can also do this one. Something different. Set up the same way, though. Okay. Then we turn it on. And then we go flatten. This holds 50,000 liters, though. That beeping is loud. Loud and in charge. Bang. Clips through it, but... So that's kind of cool. I like it. I like it. It's something different, you know, than just always farming. Now, next month, our fields will be ready. Well, it don't take long to get 50,000, does it? Okay, so she's full. We can run her up there. We got about 6 minutes. We can actually see what we're doing here. So I think what I'm going to do is let's get this out of the way. Turn her back off and get her out of the way. We'll bring in our 20 tons. I don't think that's realistic. That's okay. Holds a lot. Yeah, it's been a while. This has been out a while. Whew, super quiet on that now. All right, it's slow going, but we're gonna get efficient. At least my wagon works. My auger wagon. Dump this and then we'll go up here and we'll see this thing ravage. But now we can see it work. I put that at 8,000. It's times 2 reality, yeah. Well, originally the bucket held 14,000. And I changed it to 50 because on this map you want to get as much out as you can, but if 14,000 is probably more realistic. Hi, Rank. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are on Yukon Valley, and we are going to watch this gold flakes distribute here in a minute. We're going to watch it disappear. Then we're going to go over to the next factory, and hopefully it picks it up. There she goes. Now it's going to start making gold because it's bringing the concentrate over from over there. And now we are officially... Oh, did I not activate this? No. There we go. Now we're making gold, everybody. Look at the gold bars we're making. Man, I wish this one... I hope this one spawns. Because I want to sell the gold bars. Look at that. Now, remember, this sells for $9,000 for every 1,000. Oh, you know what? Let's, before we do that, let's see if it'll store first. Let's see if it'll store a pallet first. Wait up here for a few minutes. I know. I can guarantee you that's what's messed up. Yeah, that's what it was. It's an FS Miner mod, and I edited it to hold 50,000. Because if you look at reality, 50,000, and we barely taken 150,000 liters out of there, we just barely dumped it. What this map is set up for absolutely is multiplayer. Addison? Ooh, welcome in, welcome in. Well, it's not realistically-ish. It's not even... This series is not about realism. It's about making $1 billion. And then we can go back to getting onto a series that's more realistic. I did this because there were several people that asked me to come onto this map, and I don't want to get into that, so it'll be the last time that I do it, but I wanted to make sure that we are... I did it one time, and we get this map out of the way, and I'll make $1 billion on it, and I'll get out of here, and then we'll move on, and we'll get back to the realistic stuff. But, you know... I don't know why that's not, but anyway, so it's distributing, so we got to change that to selling and make sure. Okay, well, anyways, welcome in, Addison. Welcome, everybody, in. We are on the Yukon Valley 16X map, and we are literally gold mining today, and then tomorrow's up, or, well, then when we go back to recording videos, we will be back to farming. Our crops will be ready tomorrow. So we will be back to harvesting some oats tomorrow and chopping some more trees down. We now have 1,000 cows on the farm. So we're going to be making... Let's go to the lower side. Yeah, maybe it might be easier to load. But I got to put a ramp in there. I got to get a trailer that holds 1 million liters. I got 2 tractors. I got one at the farm and one here. But I personally would need about 15 people that are loading, if you know what I mean, because I did this with my brother on this map, and there was 2 of us nonstop loading, and it never ended. Like, it was just constantly. Okay, well, that's exactly what I set it up, so that's what we're gonna do. And now, if it sells for 9,000 per 1,000, that's going to be an epic sell point right there. I just got to find a way to get a little bit more up in there in a time, because right now we're losing money loading. But I do know in real life, since we always try to go as realistic as we can on this map. Or on this series channel. Yeah, get it right. I know I've watched enough of the Gold Rush stuff, and I know that they skim it, like they have these big hooks on the back of these. Yeah, I know. I got to get the other conveyors in there, and then I probably will run the conveyors. But I didn't want to also do the same thing that my brother and I did. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to kind of do it a little differently. Terraform has changed too. You see how I can, instead of actually digging now, I can just go right up to it and it levels it out for me. See it? It's kind of weird. They changed it almost to make it user friendly, which is kind of cool, I guess. You don't, you just sit here then at that point. Takes the bushes and everything. Give it to me. Now, I think that when I get to, when I get to the mine part of it, we start digging the mine over here, I think I'm going to need either some massive equipment or some to do the conveyor belts and run it right to the plant. But that's the nice thing about it being flat up here, is it's almost a straight shot. Anxious to see how much that sells in at 4 o'clock. Be anxious to see. This is going to be kind of nice. All right, let's go this way and we'll start leveling up that hill a little bit. This seems to be easier than the bucket loader. You can almost level it pretty quick. Look at that. That's neat. Not gonna lie, that's neat. Now, I did sell the tailings. I think I made $1,000. I think we were at $28,000. Tailings never sell for much anyways, but if that's the case, if this sells, I'm going to get rid of that factory up there. If we make a decent amount, that's what I'm hoping for anyways. Hodge, Hodge, Hodge. Welcome in, everybody. We are on the Yukon Valley map, and we are digging some pay dirt to make some gold, but we had a little problems with the run-in. The map, I don't know if it's a issue with me or if it's an issue with all of it. I don't know. But we're finding out ways to go around it, if you know what I mean. So I think we should continue leveling this up. We're trying to, as I get out of the bushes, connect these two. And that's what we're doing. I'm not going around through those bushes again. Look. Arrow, arrow, arrow. Yeah, we've cleaned. Let's see. This is another 2 loads. Is 1.5. Well, this is 1.5 million liters, just from the edge of the conveyor belt to here. It's over 1.5 million liters that we've taken. But I'm gonna get a whole fleet of. I'll get like a 1 million liter trailer, and then I'll get a conveyor belt set up, and I can just dump on the conveyor and it'll load up. Then I can run 1 million liters up here. We'll get it all set up. Seeing as how this thing makes it. Watch this, guys. Watch how fast it makes it. It's making it faster than I can put it in. And if this sells, like I said, 9,000. We got 14,000 gold bars, so 9 times 14 is what we should make. Should. Don't quote me on that because I've been known to be wrong before. Also decided that I'm going to drop the Friday night streams and just have Saturday. It seems like you guys are more available on Saturday. Friday nights are rough. A lot of people are getting home from work and they're busy, and I'm just going to put out, and I'm going to start, because this map is so big, I'm going to start putting out some time lapses during the week. Just so you guys let's go right here again. We'll keep leveling that up. Yeah, I'm going to put out some time lapses because when I'm doing, like, my first field on my farm is 39 acres. I'll show you where that is real quick. Our farm is all the way up here on the island. I combined field 10, 11, 12, 13, and it's 39.57 acres. I started plowing this in. I've got almost all the trees done. Once I get the trees done, then all of this will be one field. All of this will be one field. We'll go right around that thing. My farm is up here. We have 1,000 cows on the farm right now. And then this field right here will be my next one I'm going to purchase. This will be grass. I'm also going to be... as you see, I'm going to be filling in all this dirt around here so that we can make a grass around that. So our island will no longer be island locked. It'll be landlocked. Where are we? Yeah, here we go. Like this. Get rid of some of these dirty thingies here. These bushes. Go. So, in reality, Tim, this wouldn't even pick this up if it had 50,000 in it. It would tip it over. And this thing's massive. So, I think the W900 or whatever it is, whatever that was I was using last time on this map, is like the world's biggest one. But my little auger wagon, I'm happy. It's working. It's doing exactly what I made it for, which is good. I like the sounds he put on this thing. Pretty cool. Okay, so I got a little bit of homework for you guys. When we get to 4 o'clock, let me know how much we made because I may not be watching. So we're at 29,782, and I want to see what that does when it sells. And now we're starting to make some space. Time is space. Yeah, it's not realistic, but that's okay because we're just having fun and we're on here and we're just kind of mining. And I only have one goal on the map, and that's to make $1 billion, and then we can say that we have officially completed the goal, and we can move on to a realistic series, and go from there. This is working out pretty good. This is actually working better than the excavator. Or the end loader. Wait, is this an end loader or is that an end loader? I don't know. I'm definitely a farmer. I'm not a miner, so I don't know. Yeah, I know. You know what's funny, though? Still holds 23,000 liters. That came from FS Miner. At least we're clearing some dirt now. Okay. Like I said, I'm not I don't know the terms of what they are, you know. I can tell you what's on a farm, because that's what I do for a living, but I don't know anything about this stuff. We don't have big wheel loaders and things like this on our farm. We have a telehandler and we have front loaders. Can you imagine doing this with a front loader? Woo-hoo. Holding like 800 each time. Oh, Big A would love that. He's all about extreme. He would be like, how about no, Scott? That's what he would say to me. Look at that. We are leveling this ground. We are making some absolute. Yeah, I know the FS Miner did the Komatsu. I think that's the one I had. You're like, yeah. You're like, how about no, Scott? Okay, so that's full then. All right, so let's go dump it and break the thingies on that one. I like how that levels it, though. It really does work well. Terraform, they updated it, and it works really well. So now I can drive right out this way. Look at this. Look at, like we know what we're doing. And I have no idea how to mine. I'll stick to the farming. You guys can tell me about the mining. But I hope you guys are all enjoying it. We came here because it was a consensus that people wanted me to do it. And we're going to get that out of the way. And yeah, as I point to myself. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it's called, Tim. I don't know. I know that when I was on this before, I thought it was something 900. I don't know, but it was put out by FS Miner. I don't even, like I said, I don't know anything about the mining equipment at all, and nor would I say that I do, because that wouldn't be fair. Oh, is it on the in-game mod hub? Because I'll get that next time. If it holds more than 50,000, we can talk. I want one that holds like 150,000 so I can dump it in one load. I gotta go from here. See how that went downhill? There's also a what do you call that he came out with? Oh, it's already full. I was like, how come that's not leveling? There was one that Miner came out with. It's like a paver thing. You know, when they squish down the blacktop? That was kind of neat to terraform with. Are you guys all able to see the new settings that I put on YouTube? Where I just want you guys to come in here and just enjoy yourself, and we just got to be respectful to each other, and that's it. Yeah. If there's, I know that there's bigger ones because I've seen like there's a white one that holds like 50 or 60. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah. In fact, you know what? I think I've seen videos on that Komatsu. I think. Oh man, that's already full. And we haven't even dug down yet, guys. We're still just digging, mining. About 7 minutes in game. I'm really anxious to see what we make. This is definitely set up for multiplayer. For sure. Last time you did this, your loader was the... Yeah. And wasn't it like the 900 or something like that? Yeah, I've watched Gold Rush. That's where I got half of this from. But I don't... That's the extent of my expertise on it, Hodge. I have to admit I know nothing about mining at all. I'm just kind of playing the game and trying to have as good a time as I can. You know what I mean? Trying to get out as much as I can. So I'm going to have to rely on you guys on this one. You know, as far as what we need to do is mining. You know, if you guys have mods that you want me to try, I'm all about that stuff as far as, you know, trying stuff. But when we get back over to the farm and the farming part of it, that's different because I know about that stuff. Like I said, this is definitely doesn't feel like the most efficient. You know what I mean? It definitely doesn't feel like the most efficient way. It feels very slow. But we have to understand that we're taking out still 150,000 liters each time. But I'm going to look into it and see if I can get a couple of trailers and things that hold like 1 million liters and maybe a couple of buckets that hold. Now, the Terraform Mom, I'm very experienced at. You see those blue dots? When you lift it up, it turns purple. Okay? When it goes to blue, that's when it's activated. See, the little blue lights will come on, or if it stays purple, the bucket's full. That's kind of neat. I also have the radius only turned on to 100%. You can turn it all the way up to 200%. That it'll take ground up to 200% away. That's probably full. In fact, it is, because I can see it. But if I can get a couple of mods, I may open this up to a secret person that wants to help me every occasional Saturday. We'll see. But I want to get rid of a lot of the mods that are useless, because when you play multiplayer, guys, it is absolutely worthless to try to do it when you have every mod that everybody wants to see. It takes you 4.5 hours to get in here and play, and to me, multiplayer should be played with as few mods as you can, or get with the person. You know, I definitely miss having my brother on this as far as working, because we got a lot done, but it is what it is. Yeah, I watched a few episodes today, actually, on the computer, and like I said, I have no... Oh, you know what? All right, oh my gosh, look at the money, guys. We're at $27,000. Look what we're at after 1 hour. Holy cow. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, $90,000 we just made in 1 hour. Holy cow. So, gold is where the money is at. If you had a way to literally hoss that straight into the wash plant, oh my gosh, you could make some serious money. $111,000 after 1 hour. So maybe that's the way he set it up, is distribute. So if that's the case, I don't need this, because those are selling. I don't need this anymore, because we don't need it for nothing. There we go. We're starting to build back up again. And I don't need that either. I don't need the forklift either. So why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? We don't need this. This isn't going to give me only $1,000 or $2,000. But before I do it, I want to... There's my tree harvester. I want to get back to... Where is she? Right here. Nope. There it is. I want to get back to thanking Big A for getting me this. He did a tutorial on his video, so if you get a chance to go over and check him out. This thing is a little amazing little forklift. For those of you who like, it's got longer forks. It can be adjusted wider left. But all it is basically a basic backed up tractor. And it has little steam that comes out, but she tilts forward, she backs up, she opens wide so you can get, and with these long forks on it, you can get 2 pallets easy on this. So thank you, Big A, for doing a huge tutorial on this and getting me hooked on it, showing me where the mod was, which I do believe is in the in-game mod hub. But I wanted to give a shout out to him before I sold it, because I planned on using it, but obviously we don't have to use it on this one. So let's get rid of her. The can that comes off the exhaust. I know, isn't that neat? That's neat. All right, guys. So see, look, we're making 5,000 bars again. We got to get more. We got to get more thing out of here. We got to. Now we're gonna become addicted to money. It's crazy, and I don't want that to happen with me. We're gonna make enough from farming as it is. But yep, I let my granddaughter Kimmy watch Big A, because she loves it when he does the tutorials. When he does all the tutorials on like factories and stuff, she's glued to the TV, because I put it up on the TV and she's glued to it, because the way that he talks and explains it is pretty cool. So for those of you who don't know how a certain factory works, let him know. He will do a tutorial on it on one of his videos. It's pretty cool. If you guys get a chance, check him out on Twitch. Big A Farming Freak over there on Twitch, and we'll go from there. You guys know how he is. Most of you guys are already on his YouTube channel, but we're actually moving right along with this dirt. We're getting right up. We're not into the thick part of it again, but I got to sit back and figure out the most efficient way, because we're just trying to clear the hill right now. So I got to figure out a way to dig the hill and dump it onto a conveyor belt. Maybe there's some really big mods out there that can dump like 100,000 at a time or 200,000 at a time, so you can start moving a lot more dirt. You know what I mean? Because I know in gold mining, it's got to be about how much dirt you move, right? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You know what I said to you today I meant? You know, I meant that with all my heart and soul. He's one of the only guys that you guys will ever see out there that will not cater to the needs, if you know what I mean. He's going to do things his way and his way only, and I can only respect that. That's all I can do. There we go. All right. Because see, this, what I like about this as opposed to version 4 is it's flat to start with. You dig your own mine. You make the mine as big as you want it. Otherwise, you could put a farm in here. If we didn't already have 1,000 cows on the farm over there, I'd have built the farm right here. So everything would have been right here. So here's another. Now we can concentrate. So you guys rack your brains and you let me know. I know the conveyor belts are the most efficient, but what I need to know is mods out there that can help me dig 200,000 or 300,000 at a time. See what this is what we're doing. We're bringing that across and we're going to level it out with the other one. We're going to make this pit and this pit pay dirt. Then the next two over, we're going to make dirt, and we're going to put our dirt processor right over there. But this land for 600,000 or whatever it was. Whoops, I was already on it. This land all the way down here comes with this much for, it was 1.4 million. So it was a lot of money. But then you still have this pit yet that is 1.6 million. So the land on this map is expensive, but look what you get. Look how much you made. I mean, we literally just made, what, $90,000 or whatever it was in a matter of an hour, doing it super slow. Wait till we get efficient and we're starting to make... I do like that, though. Think about this, how much easier it is to not have to deal with pallets. You don't have to play with pallets. So I think that's what it is, because when I had the map before with my brother, we had pallets spawn. They were extended pallets, so it wasn't the mod. I don't know. I'll have to research it. But Big A did some research for me and found out that when the videos that he watched, they had it all on distribute too. So it might be something he set up. See, we're going to make this all a mine now. I also don't know how to dig a mine or what. I'm going to have to be relying on you guys, because I have no idea. That's all foreign and new to me. So we're going to do that. We got about another hour and a half in game, and then we're going to wrap the stream up, because I know many of you stick with me, and it's late. Whoops, I got to get that up. I don't like to drag it. Look at that. And I like how it just gets rid of the grass. There you go. We've made it far. Look how much we've opened up already, though. Just in this episode, in this game plan. So, for those of you who are experienced at mining, experienced in construction, equipment like this, let me know about some mods, and I will check them out for sure. I asked you guys earlier, but not. I think we kind of went into something different. I put some new settings on YouTube. Did it come up? I think one of you guys said yes. I put some new, things that we need to pay attention to when you come into my channel. I want to make sure YouTube took care of it for me. Gonna get like that. Gotta get this grass up out of the way here. Guidelines, yes, thank you. As you see, what just happened is we just opened that up and leveled it all out. Yes, good, thank you. Get rid of this one. Or do you want me to get rid of the excavator? Because I don't really need that, really, if I'm just using this. I'm sure they probably make a... This holds 50,000 liters, though. It's a lot. I don't know if you're going to find one that fits 50,000 liters in anybody's somewhat realistic. It's going to have to be... But then again, I can always edit it. You thought it was all members only? Yeah, no. It's for the public. So what you want to do with your terraform is get it down to where the lights come on. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll sell that too. Just want to get this grass up here. I wonder if it'll do it backwards. There it goes. Whoa. See how far that lowered that down to make it level? All right, so he wants that gone. Where is it? It's under farming, I think, isn't it? No. Where's it? Mining. There it is. There's 108,000 that can go. So that's gone. The conveyor belts right now can go, because I am going to be getting some newer conveyor belts. That's for sure. I know that I was seeing some videos of, I think, a big, excavator that holds, 250,000. I think I saw FS Miner put one out. This will work for us today. We'll do this with the 50,000. Then I'm gonna do my research myself and see if I can get some bigger ones that come, like bigger trucks, bigger wagons, and we'll do the whole full-scale mining. Bigger excavators if you want one to fill conveyors later. Yes, well, I do. I want one. I got to make sure, if I'm dumping, 250,000 liters out each time or 300,000 liters, we want to be able to have a big enough trailer also that's going to hold that. You know what I mean? Because we want to be, 250 will fill up a 1 million liter capacity real quick. I mean, I thought when I made this, 50,000 was huge. Look at that. Almost connected the first part of it. We're making it nice and level, too. Oh, that's full. I can see it in my bottom left-hand corner there. Now, tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to, Monday, this is Saturday, so Monday, I'm going to put out some time lapses of the farming part of it, and then every Saturday when we come back, we'll mine. We'll get this set up for mining. But, yes, and I need to know now when I get to 5 o'clock how much money we make, because now we've been dumping nonstop. Yeah. Exactly. But if you guys want to continue, if you want me to live stream some farming, let me know, because we're only going to live stream on Saturdays now. So if you guys want me to alternate between this and farming, let me know. Just until we hit our $1 billion mark. Let's see what we got here. That won't come over until we still have 6,000 gold bars. So that's going to sell about $54,000, should be. Should be pretty close. But I need some, 1 million liter trailers. I need some serious... I got the ramp in here so we can put a big trailer. We can put this tractor back on the farm. I want those conveyor belts gone, too, because of the fact that I'm going to get the real ones. The ones I had last time, which are... way better. They just pick up the ground with one thing, and they're super fast. I know. I'm gonna do what I want, but on the same token, we want to make sure that we're also having fun too with all of us. Because if I had my way, I'd do every series would be realistic. That would be it. You guys know that. But I want to give you guys a break once in a while so that we're watching a few different things every once in a while. But I'm also not going to do what everybody wants all the time. It's going to be what I want. But you guys know. You guys are awesome. You guys come every week. All right, so let's get the rest of this done. This little grass. Oh, it's already full, Fury. Come on. Come on, Fury. Can't believe that. How many liters, millions and millions of liters. I should put the actual thing in here so we know like how many stones it fits. It's pretty cool. But I think that to be honest with you guys, I think mining works really well for live streams. There's always something going on. There's always something doing. I mean, we started today with $27,000. And we're up to $289. Now, granted, we sold some of the stuff that we didn't need, some of the extra stuff that we didn't need, but I also spent the money on that stuff too, so. I love how the terraform works now. Really, really, really like it. Just so much easier. Oh, I gotta get lower. There we go. Pull it up just a little bit. There's going to be a hill there. Now, I can change this from flatten to soften once we get going. It's kind of like basically what you're doing with this mod is you're doing the same thing as you guys do when you terraform it, except now you're digging stuff out. That there, and then when we get to this edge, I think we're gonna have to keep going until we get into the middle of the field thing. But wow, looks a lot better now, doesn't it? Clean that thing right out. Actually, my wood chips I make the most amount of money in, and if I do forestry, once again you got to watch a Big A video. I taught him all the ins and outs of how to make money the quickest way, because I've been doing it for so long now. If you take the logging and you take the Trex 600 and you chip up the tree itself, you can sell the wood chips straight away for about $200,000 for every 2 million liters, or you can put those wood chips in the carpentry factory and make anywhere between $1 million to $2 million per million to 2 million. There's ways to do money. In fact, he did a 2-hour stream. No, he did a 4-hour stream and made $8 million. So, pretty dope if you ask me. But you guys all know, everybody's been doing Farm Sim for a while. There's all different kinds of ways to make money. But we're going to do what we can do on this map until we get to $1 billion. And then when we get to $1 billion, and we also remember, too, that we're not... we're a long ways away from that. And the reason why is because we're in debt by $4 million, almost $5 million to be actually true. I see what you mean, Tim. 50,000 fills fast. Fills very, very fast. This gold mining makes you some serious bucks. All right, so 56, guys. What do you think we're going to make? We're at 289. What do you think we're going to make? I don't do realistic forestry at all. Not at all. I cut the trees down. I've done that, but I'm using an auto-load trailer. The only thing I do absolutely realistic all the time is farming. And that's definitely not on this map. So we're gonna Take that. That's definitely not the way it should be. It should be pulled up. Let's get up here, dump this, and then we're going to see how much we make. But welcome in, Colin. I've cut them down. I've done that. I've done a series with it. For those of you who understood how that worked, I've been on Piney Acres twice. There's 80,000 trees on it. I've cut it twice. I've done the Fury Challenge on that map. All right, here we go. We're 289. What are we going to make? What are we going to make? Pink. Here's some money. Ping. That is awesome. 99.9, almost 30 grand. Yeah, that's crazy. So 30,000 we made, and on top of that, we made 100,000. So about 130,000 we've made so far today, as well as the stuff. We started with 27,000, and that was after, what was it, Big A? We spent $800,000 on 500 cows. Remember, I got 1,000 cows I got to still tend to, so that can't be, we can't be 100% farming. Yes. Big A tried it for about one day, and he pulled his hair out, and he said, no more. I'm done with this. I don't want to do it anymore. I've cleared it two different ways. I've cleared it with a forestry harvester with auto load, and I've cleared it with the Trex, including the Brucks. Both things that I use very... let me show you guys this real quick. For Colin, this is what I use. This is my Trex 600. Okay? The only reason I don't use this all the time is because it doesn't count the trees for you. The Brucks, on the other hand, which is... where's my forestry equipment? Is this thing right here. Many of you have seen me use this. This is the Brucks all-in-one. It'll trip the tree, it holds 3 million liters, goes on the front of a tractor, and is able to dump right into the sell point. This is also... The only reason I like this one is because it goes 30 miles an hour. But let me show you a little secret. So, when you get into the Trex 600, okay, don't adjust the head or anything, which you can. Leave it straight the way it is. Set your cruise control at 6 miles an hour. Whoops, turn this on. And then hit your cruise control and watch what it does. Tell me this isn't the easiest way to trip trees. Shbang. Shbang. You don't have to stop. It literally, and it turns on a dime. Like this. And you can do this. This is how I log when I want to clear big areas. Let's put it this way. In the half a field that I've cleared on this 16x map, I've taken 14 million liters of wood chips out of here so far. This is how you clear a massive area. Now, at the height that it is, it's going to leave the stumps. But I'll show you another little secret. And I learned this from one of you guys very well know who he is, FDR Logging, that does logging. He showed me this. This is in game. You go in here. You go in your start menu. Oh, actually, no. You go in your extra settings. This is a mod. And you're going to go right here, all the way down here. Remove stumps. Shebang. We just did 12 trees. And it gets rid of all the stumps. Then you come right back out. And you hit F3 again. Or 3 again for the cruise control. Or if you're using a controller, it's RB, LB, and the circle button. Boom. And this is how you do it. It's 6 miles an hour, but look, you never have to stop. You just can keep going and going and going and going and going until that 2 million liters is full. That's the way to take and clear a whole area out. That's how I do logging, Colin. Now, I have cleared out trees with the forest harvester on Piney Acres, but I use autoload trailer. This is it. And this thing will turn. Watch. If you wanted to go back and you go, oh, I forgot a tree. Turns on a dime and comes right back. And it has no hit markers on the side. So if you ran up to a tree like this on the side of it, it picks it up anyways. And you can just keep going and going and going and going and going. And it'll keep eating trees. That's why I labeled my video for Monday, just eating trees. Yes. And we shut this down. And I've cleared all of... Get up here so you guys can see. I've plowed in half of it already. But all of... This is where I'm working at right now. There's my farm. All of this was completely full of trees. Okay? All of this was full of trees just like that. And where it gave up, where I was using the brucks in the beginning, and I was at 575 trees before I switched to the Treks. So... in 24 hours of gameplay, we're doing really well on this map. I'm not going to lie, but you can see the part that I haven't grassed over yet. I'm going to plow this in. This will all be one field. I am in the process, like I said earlier, of changing. This is going to be my grass around here. This is all going to be filled in with silt all the way around, so it won't be an island anymore. Then we're going to purchase this right here first. And we're going to plow this in. This will also be grass. And for those of you who came in late, I will show you my farm real quick. There's not many trees left in this little section, and then we'll be done. That'll be done off camera. And there's my farm. I have a total of possible 2,000 cows on this map. I now have 1,000 cows. This pen and this pen are filled with 500 cows each. We have still 500 more. My silo that is multi-fruit on the American Barn Pack, workshop, and one shed, and my seed maker. We are self-sufficient. We have a lime maker, seed maker, and lime maker, seed maker, and fertilizer maker. We are taking our manure that we make from all 4 pens and putting it into this machine right here. This makes fertilizer, solid fertilizer, and we have 189,000 liters there, and we have 217,000 lime and 89,000 solid fertilizer in there. And then this is my mod that I made personally. This takes slurry and turns it into straw. So what this is this is the best way to make be self-sufficient. You start out your cows, you don't even have to put straw in it. And you take their slurry out, put the slurry in here, it makes straw. You take their straw, put it right in their pen. So they make their own bedding is what they do. That's why I did it, because that's the most efficient way. Made that mod myself. It's only going to go out to a few people, so please don't ask me for the links. And then I'm using the Omatanas right here. I'm taking grass and putting it in here and making hay. Taking the straw that I'm off of the fields and putting it in here, making silage. But I'm also having excess of straw right here. We have 50-meter seeder, 18-meter lime machine. We have the wagon that holds 200,000, the loading wagon that holds 200,000, 12-meter plow. And over here we have our Challenger. Thank you, Big A, for giving me that link. For my... And here we have the Challenger harvester, and I have the Challenger, aka Chrome Big M 500. It's a 13.2 meter machine, realistic. So that's pretty much it on the farm. As you can see, we're starting to grow. I did take precision farming out of it because it was giving me a hassle. And over here's our field. We are at 90% yield bonus because I did not roll it, but it will be ready in 2 months. Actually, it'll be ready in October, I mean. So that's it. That's the farm. And we can get that off and that off. And we can go... Actually, you know what? Let's do this again. I'll show you guys how far away our mine is. We better turn this up. We'll get up here. And I'll show you what I did is I combined. Now this field... this little strip here, you guys are going to laugh about this. This is one that I was going along with Courseplay, right? And I had... It was Courseplay, everything was good. It got to the edge of the field, and Courseplay didn't recognize it as a field, so it stopped. I was off doing other things, wasn't paying attention, and Courseplay seeded this. Then I was like, wait, what? So I set them back on a course here, and the course showed me the whole thing. It got down here, did it again. I was like, what? What happened was when I created the field, I did not trace in the field, which is what I mean by tracing in the field. Is where are we here? Where are we here? See how it says 39.57 acres? That's how big our field is. I did not trace that in until after I tried to do it. So each one of these fields, Courseplay was like, nope, 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 nope. And then we can go like this. You can see how many trees we've cleared. It's absolutely insane. We've got our sell point over here, which is where we sell our milk, where we sell our wood chips, all that stuff. Now we're going to get up here so you guys can see how far we are away from this. This is at 15x speed that we're running. And then look at this. I'm going to buy this too, just to clear all the trees out of it. Look at that. That's going to take me a hot, daddy minute. But now you guys understand why I didn't... Oh, and there's areas on this map that flood when it rains, which is kind of cool. Now you understand why I didn't want to drive over here and why I bought a separate tractor, Tim. Tim's like, you need more than one tractor. I said I had to buy it. I know. And we're coming up on it. And there's another little mine right up here that we can purchase and dig that out. All these. Now, let me get way up here so you guys can see where we're at and what we're doing. We took this down here. Now, for $1.6 million, you purchase all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first 5 pits. $1.6 million will get you those 4 pits up there. And $1.6 million will get you this one. And all of this land here. As far as you can see. So, what we purchased for 1.4, there's our tractors, is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We got 5 plots that we can do. And like I said, what I'm planning on doing in the perfect world is I'm going to take, as you can see what we're doing is we're leveling that out. Look how, in the famous words of Big A, that's all we've moved. And we're going to take all these berms out. These first 2 here will be pay dirt. These next 2 will be dirt. And then we'll go back to, we'll take this mine here and make lime out of it. So we have our lime mine over here. And then I think what I'm going to do is this big plot down here. I think I'm going to move the farm down here so that we're all right next to each other. This mine I'm going to build my farm on, I think, and move it all over here. That way everything is right here. We don't have to travel. We can get our store deliveries put right here. And we'll have our mining and everything right here. Because right now I got to travel halfway across the map to mine. So that's going to be fun. So that was a 13x speed. I'm sorry. And we'll turn that off. That's true. That is true. That is true. There we go. So, making $1 billion is quite a challenge. And we're $4 million in debt. $4,080,000 in debt right now. You can see all the reds. All the stuff I've built, all the stuff I've taken loans on, all the stuff I've done. You can see that in April I took $958,000 loan out, then $189,000, then $479,000, then a $1.4 million loan. Holy cow. It never ends. Never ends for me. I'm always spending more money than I can actually make. But you're right. It'll happen quicker than you think because I've already purchased 500 cows, which was, if you think about it, that was 800 and something thousand. I've done that twice. So that's 1.6 mil that I've already made. And the 1.4 million I made just on this, buying this property. And then all the sheds and everything and on all the equipment. I've made probably about $10 million legit. Legit. As the famous words of, what was his name? I'll think of it in a second. It'll come to me in a second. It's a singer. Give me 1 second. I'm going to figure it out. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. Don't worry about me. I'm still here. I'm just looking something up. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You knew where I was going with it. Yes, MC Hammer. I'm too legit to quit myself. That's my problem. In the past, I've made challenges that were not attainable, and it made it really rough to complete the challenge on the map. And that's what we're going to do on every map going forward, because a lot of people were getting concerned about me jumping maps and things. But I want to explain something a little bit while I'm live so you guys can hear it firsthand. I jump maps a lot of times because what happens is, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You've known me for long enough now. What usually happens on every single Let's Play is no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you do whatever you need to do, about 4, 5, 6 episodes into the map, people lose interest. And so when I start looking as a content creator and I start looking at the views that have gone downhill, I start thinking, okay, people are bored, they don't want to see it, so I end up jumping maps. That's the legit reason. There is no other reason. There is no, oh, he's bored, he just wants to leave. No. The truth is I want to put out content no matter how hard you say you want to put out what you want to put out. You still want to put out what people want to see. So realistically, that's what happens. So if you guys ever want to see me on a map for any length of time, keep watching. That's the key. Because if I still see the views up and I still see people wanting to come back and talk about the things and be interactive in the chat and things like that, I'll stay on a map forever. But I won't stay on a map any length of time if I don't have anybody watching. That's not fun. That's not the whole idea of it. And I hope that you guys understand how that works. A lot of people get frustrated. Had a few comments in the last couple of weeks about, oh, he'll just jump maps again. Well, they don't understand the behind the scenes of how it works. It's very hard to stay on a map when you go from 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000 views to 40. That means, and my style's always been the same. I always talk the same. I always do the same. My style stays the same. But what ends up happening is the views disappear, so people get bored. Or I've picked a map that a lot of people are doing a Let's Play on, and so it's oversaturated with said map. Hence why I got off Iowa Plains. Because when I was doing that, my realistic series on that, everybody was doing a series on it all of a sudden. Now I get on this map, and all of a sudden, all the content creators are out there doing Yukon Valley again. So it goes like that. Or there could be an issue with the map. That's a very good point, too. I've had that, where I get on a map, and you don't realize that something's broke on it until you get onto the map. And no matter how many hours, like, for example, if I didn't do gold mining at all on this map, I never would have known that was an issue. I would have just kept playing on the map. There you guys get to see firsthand the way Terraform is working. But I just wanted to clear that up because I do get a lot of flack from jumping maps, and I trust me, I'm the first one that gets upset about it. I want to stay on a map. I get jealous of people that don't care about the system and they put out what they want to put out, and they're on, like for example, Dagger, when he just put out episode 200 and something on a map. That's because if you noticed, Daggerwin, and he's one of my favorites, he doesn't care what other people think. He's not watching live streams. He's not watching other people. He's putting out what he wants to put out, and so he's able to do that. But the rest of us, who are barely tiny little fish in a pond compared to him, we're trying, and we're trying to get bigger and bigger and bigger, so we want to put out stuff that people see. But I had made a promise to my wife that from now on, I'm going to put out what I want to put out, and I will put out some time lapses to help out push the series. We'll do it that way. We'll do this sort of thing. But I'm just going to try not to. You guys know how it is. You try not to look at what's going on. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to stay on series. So what I'm going to do, I think that helps everybody out, is there we go. Let's get some pay dirt in here. I can't talk and do this at the same time, everybody. My brain doesn't work like that. I'm going to try to just make goals on the map. There we go. To get that down first. That way, if we do the best of both worlds, if we go goals on a map and we obtain the goals, that way when we move on, people could say, well, at least he's obtained the goals. Whoop. What'd we sell now? How much did we sell? That thing lets you know. That's kind of neat. I never did that before. Dink. I don't know how much we just made. What did we make, everybody? I wasn't looking. You got to keep 27 bales? That's nice. That's nice. You know, that's the thing is, he's the master of contracts. I don't do contracts. I don't usually like them. I have done them in the past. I did one on the big Texas map. And that there's another one. That's a series that I quit after about 4 episodes because that was the Gardener to Gazillionaire series. And what happened on that series is, as soon as I made the first contract, I was able to buy everything on my farm, and then at that point in time, you're now... Oh, and it has 3 trains on this map, and they're all usable. So after 4 episodes, I was 1.6 million already. 13,000. Yeah, that was a light one. Thank you, Tim, because I wasn't paying attention. All I heard was the ding. So the key is, and here's what we're going to do. We got to work on, $1 billion is still a long ways away when you're 4 million. So we really got to make $1,004,080,000 to pay our loan back. That's what we got to do. So from here on out, it's going to be saving money to pay that loan. I want to get that loan paid off first because it's costing me about $60,000 a day and loan fees, which is crazy to think about. But I also want to spend some time getting some equipment on here so we can actually be efficient, so we can actually move. And I also think, getting back to my little schmeal there, when you're doing a realistic series, like a super realistic series like Iowa Plains, people get bored when you're trying to watch, when you're trying to harvest realistically, and it takes you 9 hours real time. And we're going to take this and go smooth. Watch this. We should be able to smooth this out and get our thing. See? Smooth that out. Come on, Fury. Still get rocks off it, but we're smoothing it. What was 13,000 then? What were you saying, Tim? I'm sorry. Did I miss something? I'm sorry. I don't know how much I made. To be honest with you, I wasn't watching. Once you get money in the bank and you're not at zero. I also think Farm Sim made it too easy to make money. And I'm playing on hard mode. So can you imagine if I was playing on medium or easy? I'd have made $300,000 off that one. I'm going to go one more time off of this here and make it smooth. Maybe we can just drive around and smooth this out. That one's pretty low because you got to have the, see how far you got to have the bucket down? Nice. Okay. Perfect. And now we're going to go flatten again. Nice. Good job. Yeah, it didn't say it, did it? Yeah, it had to have been gold because I don't have anything on sell at the farm. All my manure, all that stuff has to be picked up and put in fertilizer. Now, if I wanted to make $1 billion within a month, well, it wouldn't be a month, but it would be very quickly. There's a way to make super amount of money. And that is the super amount of money that you make is you take your manure and your slurry and you put them into fertilizer, both of them into fertilizer, and you sell your fertilizer. I took a challenge. We were on the Multiplayer Friday series, and I started at zero twice during the time when we played. And I leased only equipment, and I still had the most amount of money twice selling just fertilizer. And you know what I was doing? I was cheating. And what I mean by cheating is I was taking the fertilizer and buying it from the machine, the multi-buy station, and selling it. So you bought it, it cost you $500,000 to $1 million to buy it, but you'd make $10 million. It was just like, yeah. But CC was a master on that one. He was the guy that was playing with us. He had all these factories and could never really catch him because he had so much money coming in every time, and it's crazy. It was definitely faster with the conveyor belts than this, but that's okay. We had fun. We're gonna probably play just a little bit longer here and then wrap it up. My moderator's getting tired. He's been busy all day. He had to mow and he had to do all that stuff, so I don't want to keep him too long. But we cleared out a lot, though. I guess to simulate that, you'd go like this, wouldn't you? Lower it down first. Yeah, you probably take it halfway. Nice. It's been a great stream, though. We've gotten a lot done. I got to explain a few things, and you know, I don't mind people asking me questions. Hey, what happened on that map, or are you going to come back to that map? Because I'll be the first one to explain to you what happened. But it does hurt a little bit. Not gonna lie, it hurts a little bit when someone says, "Oh, don't get used to him being on a map. He's just gonna jump a map," especially coming from a certain person that you were very close to. That hurts, but he knew that. And he knew he did that on purpose. So that's okay, though. It's not the end of the world, and it's not gonna stop me from making videos. He knows that. But all right. Oh, I gotta look at this bump. Let's go right over this one. That's one I gotta smooth out. But you can see how we're starting to get farther away, and this is always what happens is you get, like when you're in version 4 when we were digging out and then we started getting farther and farther away, it was getting like, yeah. And I can give you guys some numbers on version 4 if you guys want. On version 4, we dug out 1/8 of the pit. Okay? And in 1/8 of the pit, that's with conveyor belts being like right up to the pit. And we took 22 billion, with a B, billion liters of pay dirt out of that thing. And we were literally, I'll show you exactly where we were. Right when this corner starts going right here. Right from the end to here. And we took out $22 billion just in that little section. When we finished that series, we were like, oh my Lord, that is right from here to the end. That's what it was for 22 billion liters. You guys look, I've taken almost 2 million liters out tonight alone. So that's crazy. All right, let's wrap this up. And we will go and cut some more trees real quick, and I'll get off. I'll finish up at 7 in game, because it's gonna like the disadvantage to Yukon Valley is when it goes dark, it goes dark. There's no filming, there's no recording, there's no nothing. It's like someone turned the light off. As you can see, it's already starting to get dark. That 6,000 concentrate will come over, and we'll get some different mods in here to make sure that we get some stuff going. We got only 550 gold, but 6,441, so that'll be, I'm anxious to see that. All right, and we'll go over here, turn this on, and away we go. Let's shebang some more trees out real quick while we're waiting. See if we can get 2 million liters real quick. You get about 1,000 liters for these. Well, 4,000, but you get 15,000 for the big ones. That's why yes, Tim. That's why. Because without that, if you try to do anything, like, remember, coming in September and October, it stays dark until 8 o'clock in the morning. If I want to get up if we want to start our game at 6, you're right. That's exactly why. Thank you. But that's exactly why, because it doesn't get light out until 8 o'clock, and when it gets dark, it gets dark. I had to turn snow off on this because if it's dark and it's snowing, you can't see a foot in front of your face. It is absolutely, I don't know how he did it when he made the map, but he made it to where it is absolutely crazy how dark it is. And then there'll be times when sometimes you'll think, okay, you prepare for a dark night, and then it'll get super light out. It's weird. Like the moon will come out and it'll be like really cool. You can almost farm at night. But 99.9% of the time, you should have seen it when my brother and I were on here and we were mining. We had a stadium light every foot and a half just to be able to see. And it was absolutely funny because we recorded a couple of times, but as soon as you tried to drive up to sell the pay dirt, or as soon as you tried to go anywhere, you were gone. Hey, Bart, welcome in. You're going to catch the very tail end of it, of the series. Right now, we're just we spent the most of the episode mining, but we've made a decent amount of money this episode. We started at 27,000 and we're at 329,000, so most of that is buildings being sold back. But I think we made I think it was at least respectively over 100 grand we made. Oh my gosh, it was bad. Like, if we tried to go up and sell the pay dirt outside the little light section where we were filming, you couldn't see. You couldn't, we ended up, we were messing around sometimes playing Marco Polo because it was so dark. It was ridiculous. And your little baby tractor lights don't show that far in front of you when it's that pitch black. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And so we had, at one point when we went to coal, when we switched from the gold to coal, and we were digging coal, we had I think it was 150 lights at one point. It was absolutely crazy how many lights we had just to be able to see. But we were playing 6x speed 1 day months too, so you really weren't, you really were only 2 hours was a game day. But yep, I'm just chipping away in the name of just a swinging or just a chipping. But this is how I wanted to do logging on this map because there is lots, and I mean lots. It's a 16x map, and he took off. He said the owner of the map said that he took over 100,000 trees off the map, and there's still hundreds of thousands. So I just think it's crazy. I missed it. How did I miss it? Got talking. John Anderson. See? Yeah, I got you. That's why I keep you around. Just a chipping. Just a swinging. Exactly. He probably would be. Yeah, my son lives before he moved to Georgia, he lived in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. He lived literally right across the street from the Alabama Crimson Tide Stadium. So whenever they played at home on Saturday nights, oh my Lord, you couldn't even see in his house. It was so bright. Yeah. So I feel your pain. But yeah, those are stadium lights, and that's They come factory with the map, or not map, with the farm sim. So I was like, nope, I got to have at least a few. I've tried very hard on this series to not have too much dark episodes, but come next month, we're going to probably have to play 8 to 4, because by 4 o'clock, and it's funny, because you'll be working along, and it literally is like somebody turned the lights off. It's like, tunk, and it'll be dusk for like ever. You'll be working, you won't pay any attention, and it'll be like, and it'll be dark. So we're over the 2-hour mark for the stream now, so that's good. We got a little bit done. We've made some decent amount of money. In about 15 minutes, we're going to make a little bit more money. Not much, but I've got to find a way to get more into that wash plant. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, guys just woke up, and we had a party last night. Nice. Ugh, there's no way. I live in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I live in New York, and I literally live on a dirt road. It gets dark, but I can still see. It's not like when he made this map, and he did a good job, because it plays really good. It always has, though, for me anyways. Then again, it better. The amount of money I've spent on this PC, it better. I don't know how and why he thought it was worth it to put that dark on here. I know. You poor guy. I couldn't do it. You know, I said many a times, my son would be like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. These lights are still on. I'm like, well, move. And he did. He moved to Hastings, Georgia. So, yeah. He's still a big Alabama fan. So, big Alabama Crimson Tide. Go Tide. Roll Tide, as they say. I'm just a New York guy. What do I know? But who was one asking how I did this? Oh, Colin. Yep, this is how I do logging. Welcome to the wonderful world of Fury going la 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 la. But you can chip a lot of trees quick. We're over 1 million liters already. Okay, Big A. Yep, I'm literally within 10 minutes in game. So about 5 minutes, I'll be done. I'll be wrapped up. We'll say our goodbyes and we'll be out of here. Get some sleep and let me know when you're streaming tomorrow. Now, at 4 o'clock, the football's on. My football team's on. So from 4 o'clock until 9 o'clock, I'm going to be indisposed. It's week 1, and I'm going to be watching football. So I'm going to be indisposed from 4. Well, it's actually 4:25. From 4:25 until whenever the game's over, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I won't be anywhere near my computer. So hopefully you get your stream in before that. And keep in mind that from 2 till 4, I call my mom. So I talk with her every Sunday for 2 hours. But good night. And hopefully you stream before that so that I can be there for you. Just like you're always with me. But get some sleep. Give my best to the wife. Give my best to Sis. That's what he calls his dog. So, yeah. You guys know how it is. Okay, so that's in the morning, yeah, obviously. Oh, unless you, no, because you work Monday, right? So you're not going to go that late at night. You're going to go that's going to be in the morning, right? Oh, we might be able to finish this. Can we finish this before 6? Oh, man, then when I come back. But also, guys, like I stated in the beginning of the episode, but some of you guys are coming in late. During the week, I'm going to, because we are knee-deep right now into haymaking. It's our final cut of the year. We have to make, this is what we're crunch time for us. We're making the last little bit of hay for the season for our cows in real life. I've already cut 380-acre fields, and I will be super busy between tedding and baling and things like that in real life. So I'm going to be Monday through Friday putting out time lapses. So that way you guys can still see the series move, and we still get videos out, but I can do them bada bing, bada boom. You know, I don't have to worry about doing them at, 1, 11, 12 o'clock at night, because as you guys know, the reason I stream and record so late at night is my wife works for Allstate Insurance, and she is still doing the stuff at home. So she uses this computer to do her work on, and I have to wait till she goes to bed at night and she's all done. That's the easiest way. Plus, it's easier for me in the house when it's quiet. I really appreciate that, Big A. Get some sleep. I'll be over for your stream tomorrow. Because as I stated before, I'm not getting up anymore on Saturdays and Sundays to milk anymore. I'm not doing it. But we're knee deep into it, so I'm going to be having some time lapses. I know many of you don't like them, but it will be the easiest for me. And once again, we're going to do what we need to do to keep videos flowing and keep the series moving. I'm going to keep them to around 15-20 minutes. We're going to still continue. Wait. What does tedding? No, tedding is very important, actually. Tedding is your first flip over of your grass. Tedding takes the grass, flips it up in the air, and flips it over and starts to dry. Tedding is not something that you can skip in real life. It's something that you need. Raking pushes it into a pile that doesn't dry it. If you were to just rake it into a windrow, then your grass underneath will still be dry. Without that tedding process, you guys can see how quickly it's getting dark. But I kind of want to finish these trees here before we end it. You absolutely, Tim, you cannot go without tedding unless you have a conditioner mower. If you have a conditioner mower, what the conditioner mower does is it flips it over when it puts it down. So you absolutely, all right, so let's go sell this real quick and then we'll be done. And what did we just kill for stumps? We just chipped up 150 trees. But yep, you absolutely need to ted, and you absolutely need to rake into a windrow, unless you have a windrow mower, which they do make. And once again, they still need to be tedded. They still need to be flipped over. So that's why most small-time farmers, the only time they ever use big-time farmers is if they're taking... The big-time farmers will use the windrower machines such as the Big M450, the Big M500. The triple mowers will windrow for you, is because they're using that grass for silage. So you can have a little bit of wet grass in there. There we go. But yes, that's the misconception. Raking is windrowing and tedding is tedding. So this is what you... right here. We all know we've seen these in the game, but what they do is they fold out, they spin it up in the air and they flip it up really high up in the air and it flips it over. So the animations and stuff that they did on this are super real. That's exactly what it does in real life. Now the rakes, on the other hand, these things, which look kind of like tedders, you're right on that, Tim. They do. All they do is they push it in a pile, but they don't flip it over. So I kind of like this one, and it is super real. This one right here will keep it in a windrow and ted it for you. So that one flips it up and keeps it in the windrow for you. So let's get out of here. We're making money. Ooh, look at us. We're over almost $500,000. Look at that. Yep. We made $207,000 the first time, and now we're going to make a bunch more on this. So you can see we won't be able to see very soon. I need a stadium light here. But thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for sticking with me. We went a little bit longer than we normally do, and we got a lot of stuff done. There you go. So we'll shut that down. And on that note, guys, you know how it's going to work. I got to say my outro. Promise my wife. So please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Please, please, please enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all, and you guys know that. I only do videos for you guys. I'm semi-retired now. I don't do what I used to do, so this interaction with you guys is the most interaction I get outside of the farm work. So thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys for staying your time with me. Thank you to, let's see, Tim, Big A, Bart, who came in late. He's one of my OGs. To Colin, to Rank came in for a little while. I didn't see Russell today, so he must have been busy. But thank you to my moderator, Big A, as usual. And everybody who was out there lurking and watching and just kind of doing their own thing in the background. Thank you guys for staying tuned to me. Thank you guys. We will be back here for another live stream next Saturday, as usual. Now, during the week, like I said, at least for the foreseeable future, we're going to be getting hay in there. So we're going to put some time lapses out. And that way you guys can still see what's going on and still watch the farm grow. And for Tim, look at, that's why I put him in there. That's why I put these in here for you, Tim. And as you can see now, look at the amount of manure we're getting. This is absolutely crazy. 87,000 liters. Oh my gosh, we've only had cows 6 hours ago. Got 500 and 500. And how much do they have? That's good. See how barely straw? That's crazy. Milk is 11,000 already. But anyways, guys, on that note, I really, really appreciate you. I love you all. And come back and see the stadium lights. One of these days, Tim, I'll film it at night a little bit so you guys can actually see outside what the farm looks like. Yeah, the last setup we both had, my brother and I, we had it pretty much the same way. You have to have these kind of lights on here. But when we hit that $1 billion mark, then we can all make the decision if we want to stay or not. If not, I think I'm going to go to a map that I can do a realistic series on, maybe a European map, maybe a American map. I don't know. I tend to like the smaller maps. We'll see. And on that note, I'm out of here and love you all, and we'll catch you all on the flip side. Night, Tim.